we're starting off on a musical note. Yeah. So the whole idea of experiencing that peace through music, we'll try to experience that today. Okay? So whatever I'm singing, just feel that. If you wish, you can close your eyes and just go with the music.
My family did, and I am not the voices in my head, and I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am blind, I am blind, I am blind, I am blind, I am blind. I am blind, I am blind, I am blind, I am blind, I am blind. I am not mistakes that I have been, or any of the things that caused me pain, and I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am blind, 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 I am blind. I am blind. I am not the color of my eyes, I am not the skin on the outside, I am not my age, I am not my race, my soul inside. I am blind, I am blind, I am blind. I am blind, I am blind. I am blind, I am blind. I am divinity divine. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am blind. 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 Thank you.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. We welcome you all to the 7th year anniversary celebrations of Spirituality in IT, a retreat program by Brahma Kumaris. A very customized and best-spoken program which tries to address the specific needs and demands of an IT professional. SiT in one such program is designed especially for IT professionals to help reflect on their self-journey with a blend of spirituality through value-based workshops and experiential learning. These workshops are conducted every second Saturday of the month and are completely customized for IT professionals and by IT professionals themselves. These sessions are held at the Shanti Sarovar Center and facilitated by our experienced meditation teachers. Attending these workshops helps us disconnect from our routine lifestyle and reflect on the way of thinking and redefine our lives for a stressful living. I would just like to ask a question. How many of you have already attended the SiT program or know about it? Great. It's good to know, and it's good to understand that there's awareness about spirituality and see that there's a need of spirituality in days today. Coming to our guest speaker today, we have an eminent speaker and a very senior veteran from Brahma Kumaris. Speaking of her, she's an internationally renowned speaker, extensive felicitator, and an established author with over 34 years of rich experience in the practice of spiritual truths and meditation. The sister amongst us has been instrumental in developing meditation centers in Canada, Turkey, Bahrain, and Kuwait centers. Sister is certified negotiator and a conflict resolution and an embodiment of healthy living. I would like to hear her take on spirituality. So kindly join me in welcoming Sister Aruna Ladwaji.
Shanti. Well, welcome to today's celebration. So, like with all our events, let's just begin with one moment of silence. And maybe in this one moment of silence, you can think of why it is you have come today and what you would like to take away with you. Okay, why you have come and what you would like to take away with you when you leave. So just one moment of silence. I'll just kind of set the context for this subject, respect, resonate, and respond. And then we'll go into each one of those qualities. So basically, we live in a world that is so fast-paced, especially your industry. Even yesterday, somebody was sharing with me that now instead of providing something in 6 months, you have to provide it in 2 weeks. And so imagine how fast you have to work to be able to accomplish what you need to accomplish. So we have a lot of stress, we have a lot of demands. We have to push ourselves even further. You already are excelling, but even beyond that. And so it raises the question, is it really worth it? What are we gaining through that, and what are we losing through that? Now, I'm not saying that you give up your jobs, that's not the intention. But how can you have that and inner peace of mind? That's a win-win situation, where you do what your passion wants you to do, but at the same time you're able to keep that calm and inner peace. So as we go about this lifestyle, there's an expression, right, in English, do we stop to smell the roses? In other words, do we have the time to stop and see the beauty around us, to just appreciate, or are we just gung-ho about this task? Friendships. How much time are we missing out on either friendship time or family time just because we are focused on one thing, and that is maybe our job, right? Your job takes up so many hours of your time. You spend more time with people at work than you do with people at home. So, how to balance that? In fact, right now, the chairs that you're sitting on are controlling you. Right? If I gave you a lounge chair, maybe you'd sit differently. That would be controlling you in another way. If I give you a rocking chair, that would be controlling you in another way. So there's many things, many aspects, many facets of life that are actually controlling us, whether we know it or not. And so the key is to actually master that, master those different facets of our life. How are we going to deal with all the different challenges coming up? So this is in our hands. We have to find a way. Say, for example, there is a roadblock. Okay, you're driving and there's a roadblock. Are you going to... I'll do it, yeah. Yeah. So if there's a roadblock, are you going to stop and argue with the workman and say, no, I have to go down this road? If you do, you might end up in a hole. So when there are physical adjustments to make, we adapt and we say, okay. But what about when there are mental adjustments to make? Spiritual adjustments to make? Why are we avoiding those? Why are we in denial of those? So there's many messages coming to us through these things. What are we missing? What about mindful eating? How much time do you take to eat your meals? 5 minutes? No, it should be longer than that. They say your food should be your water and your water should be your food. In other words, you should chew your food so many times. I think they say 32 times. So it turns into water. So then you just drink it. We don't have time to chew our food. We don't even have time to look at it. We're talking to the person and we're just eating. Is that self-love? Is that self-care? Actually, they say everybody likes to lose weight, right? Everybody always wants a secret, how to lose weight. So they say the only secret to losing weight is mindful eating. When you are totally conscious of what you are eating. And you're in silence and taking it, and then you feel the satisfaction. And you say, no, I don't need any more. Most of the time we are talking to each other, or on the phone, or looking at the phone, and we're not anywhere in touch with our food. So we keep eating. Somebody puts another paratha and we keep eating. So mindful eating, taking time for myself, again, an act of self-love. I care enough for myself to feed myself with love. Time for the self. When was the last time you made an appointment with yourself? If somebody comes to you and says, look, I've got a really important issue to talk to you about. Can I have some time? You will say, yes, of course, why not? And what about me? I have such an important issue to deal with. That is me. I have to figure out me. I have to figure out who I am, why I'm here, what's my purpose. How much time do I give to myself? So these are all the things we're missing out on. Everybody does everything to be happy. Everything that you do, right? You got married because you thought you'd be happy. Are you happy now? Yes? You go to work, you do your hobbies. Everything is for two qualities, peace and happiness. So is happiness a myth, or is our software for happiness corrupted? Are we under the illusion that it's happiness? They say that happy people, right, produce 12% more than unhappy people. Are you happy with what you're doing? Are you happy with who you are? Are you happy with who you are with? If there's no joy in what we are doing, then we might as well not do it. Because every minute that we are living, we should be experiencing that inner happiness, that inner joy. And if we're not, then again, we need to question ourselves. Why not? What's the missing piece? So I always say that when you say you're happy, you shouldn't say, I'm happy because. There should be no because. I'm happy because I got this project. I'm happy because I went out. I'm happy because I got a haircut. I'm happy because I got a new house. Because when you say, I'm happy because of that, what if you lose that thing? What if that thing goes away from you? I'm happy because I got this. What if it goes away? The happiness goes with it. So where is this happiness from inside? So I have to be happy, just happy. Just because I am an embodiment of happiness. There's no because. Anything extra is a bonus. Anything good that happens to me is a bonus. But I have to start from the place of I am happy. I'm filled with happiness. So that's why we live, isn't it? To be happy. So all of us are running this rat race, right? We have no time to respect, resonate, respond. In fact, we disrespect. To resonate means to be in tune with, to be aware, to be conscious, to be in harmony with, like a resonance. But we're not aware, we're not awake, and we react. Instead of respond, we react. These are all reflexes. Why does one react? Because there's some unmet need inside. Why does a baby cry? Either it wants love, it wants a nappy change, it wants some milk, right? There's a need. And when the baby has all this, then it's happy. And as adults, we're also reacting because there's some unmet stuff inside. We are not full. We don't feel full. Going back to peace and happiness, is your life filled with peace and happiness, or could it be more? Could you increase it more? So I always say we have to have the quality, right? So peace and happiness, but then we have to have it in full percentage. We have all the qualities, love, peace, kindness, compassion, but then what percentage? So in meditation, we are filling that percentage. Full filling. Filling myself fully. And that's why we are left feeling, disconnected, a disconnect with the world, a disconnect with our purpose, our passion. No joy. See, when your thoughts, words, and deeds are not in alignment, there is a disconnect. What you think should be what you say, should be what you do. Many times we think great things. Yes, I'm going to lose 20 kilos. Yes, I'm going to climb Mount Everest. Yes, I'm going to go on a world tour. Or yes, I'm going to be nice to people. But then our words, we speak badly about them. Or we don't keep our word. And then actions, again, they don't match. They don't match what we think and say. So absolute power is to be in alignment. This is when I'm actually respecting myself. I'm resonating with myself. And I'm responding to my innate needs. I'm responding to what I need. When I do that, then it's so easy to be with everyone and then to give what they need. If you are full, then you can give to others. If you are empty, what will you give to others? So first is to fill yourself, and then it's easy to give to others. Another important thing I think we should mention is how much we are fear-driven. The fact that we're always wanting something, always trying to control things, is actually our need to become fearless. How many things do we do because we're afraid? Maybe even respect the boss because we're afraid. We're not legitimately respecting him. We're not authentically respecting him or her. So this is another thing that we need to get rid of. In fact, one of the points that gave me my spiritual awakening is this point that the soul is eternal. The soul, the Atma, is eternal. It never dies. No fire can burn the soul, no water can drown it, no sword can cut it. The soul is eternal, imperishable, doesn't perish, doesn't wither and die. And how I came to that is my mom used to go to the meditation classes every morning. And one day she came and she said, Anu is my nickname. She said, Anu, look, everything that you see here is created. So I'd like you to look around, see? Everything, the mic, the table, the plastic flowers, the clock, the stage, the camera, the seat, everything in this room is created. In fact, even the body is created. But the one thing that is not created, which will not be destroyed, is the soul. And this really made me, it was really like overnight. It just made me so fearless. I just realized, wow, nothing can happen to me. Because at that time we were growing up with the Cold War between Russia and America. So we're in the middle, right? In London, we're in the middle. And as a kid, you don't understand everything. So there's a lot of fear. Nobody tells you everything. You don't understand the news. Anyway, there were only 3 channels then. So I had so much fear, what's going to happen and how. And then my mom gave me this point, and I just woke up. And after that, I said, Mom, I want to come with you. I want to continue what you're learning. In fact, I thought my mom's becoming so smart. Smarter than me, and she hardly went to school. So fear is a big thing, you know? And we have to let go of that. In fact, as we talk about the 3 qualities, you'll see that the fear doesn't fit into those qualities. So once a virus enters the operating system, then that system becomes completely corrupted. The whole system will definitely crash at some point. So all of us are actually going around with certain viruses by the way we think, our beliefs, our attitudes. Even our subconscious is filled with viruses of things we thought we could do, we didn't do, regrets, grudges. There's so much negativity. Negativity in the soul is like a virus. And the more I give attention to that, the more I'm setting up for a crash. This young boy is asking, well, the dad is telling him a story. And the dad says, hey son, look, you know, there's 2 wolves inside of you. There's the good wolf and the bad wolf. And they are constantly fighting with each other. And you have to make sure that, you know, you make the right choice. So the boy says, but Dad, which wolf will win? And the dad says, the one that you feed. So there's the good side and the bad side in us. Depending on what we feed, to which one, will depend on which one survives. So this is why we have to rid ourselves of all negativity. We can't afford to take in negative. We really can't. There is no point in absorbing any negativity. It doesn't help us. It's like a virus. It eats away at us. If somebody tells you something negative about that person, you just start thinking about them. You know, even if you say you're going on a day trip, and somebody says, oh, I think it's going to rain. You know, even though it doesn't look like it's going to rain, but there'll be this fear inside of you. Oh, I hope it doesn't rain. I hope it doesn't rain. You know, any nugget of information can spoil your day. So this is why we don't want to listen. Be like that deaf frog, you know, who got to the top because he didn't listen to anybody. Don't take in negativity. Already there is negativity in us which we have to erase, which we have to destroy, we have to burn. Each one of us is filled with 5 vices. There is a saying that in every saint there is a sinner, and in every sinner there is a saint. So there is, you know, from past experience, from past lifetimes, we have the burden of sin. We may have committed great sins. So all this has to be settled. Karmic accounts, we call them. All this has to be settled. These karmic accounts do not allow us to stay happy. So they're like the viruses. So we have to now be careful that we don't now infuse more into the soul. So what programs are running in the operating system of your mind? You know, when you have the phone, if you're not using that app, you should close it, right? Otherwise it's using up the battery of the soul. Not the battery of the phone, but here the battery of the soul. So why are we, you know, reflecting on things that have happened 10 years ago? Or things that we cannot change? Why are we giving energy to that? The only way to change the past is to change the future. Because now, in this moment, in this moment, in this moment, that will become the past. So if there is something running that you're not happy with, then you have to put a full stop. You actually have to create a powerful thought and say, no, I'm not going to think about that. I choose not to think about that. I choose not to go there. Don't do this to yourself. Don't sabotage yourself. Don't sabotage your good work by putting negative thoughts. In fact, that's how the Ramayana was started, with somebody putting some negative thoughts in somebody else's ear. So what programs should be running in our mind? And with meditation, right, we are constantly reprogramming the mind. Because meditation is about making conscious choices, creating conscious thoughts. As I'm creating conscious thoughts, they're very much in my conscious mind, not subconscious. And so then when I come into action, that conscious thought is there, ready to serve me, ready to be with me, support me. So if I say in meditation, okay, today is going to be a brilliant day, I know it's going to be a great day, then you come into action. And already at the, you know, on your back burner here, there is this information, it's going to be a great day. So that thought has created the attitude, it's going to be a great day. That attitude creates a good feeling, wow, yes, I feel good, it's going to be a great day. You perceive everyone as being good. You see, just one simple thought, and it has a ripple effect. So these are the programs, positive, pure, powerful thoughts. So let's move into the qualities now, respect to begin with. So in the dictionary it says the act of giving particular attention, consideration, high or special regard. right? And I was thinking that in India, this is so beautiful. When we are actually showing respect, it's not just to you, but it's two ways. It's to me as well. When you say hi, it's to them, right? Or victory, it's to them. But here, it's so beautiful, you know? I bow to the greatness in you. That is namaste. But I, the great one, bow to the greatness in you. So each one is in their self-respect. I'm in my self-respect, then I can give respect to you. Does that happen these days? Or is it, no, you give me first, and then maybe I'll see if I want to give to you or not. So we all know that respect begets respect, right? If you give respect, you get respect back. Respect cannot be bought. Respect cannot be bargained or bartered. Genuine respect is earned. Again, through your thoughts, your words, your actions. In fact, in Stephen Covey's book, The Eighth Habit, he says one of the qualities that people are looking for in leaders is honesty. Just honesty. Forget if they know how to admin or not, but first they want to see that this person is honest. So yes, as I give respect, but again, where am I going to give it from? I can't give it if I don't have it. Swaman, swa koman. Give respect to the self first. And the way we give respect to ourselves is by really minding our business. Mind your own business. Don't mind somebody else's business. Mind your thoughts. Mind your time. Don't waste your time. Your time is valuable. You have a lot to achieve in this lifetime. Mind your wealth. Don't waste it. So when I take care of all my resources, my breath, my things, you know, if you really respect your things, they last longer. I have sweaters from like 25 years ago because I just take care of it. And I don't want to keep going out and buying more. You look after your house, it stays better longer. So everything, you know, everything that you give respect to will automatically serve you back. It's a natural law of life. Don't think that if I respect, I'm losing power or I'm losing my dignity. No. In fact, when you respect, that's when your greatness shines through. When I give, that's me being great. So if I respect myself, then I'm respectful, and then I'm respected. What gets in the way? Why we don't give respect? It's because of the ego. It's all about me. I first. Actually, ego, again, sabotages. I go to do something good, and the ego gets in the way. Ego always says, no, you first see, are you getting the respect? Are you getting the chair? Are you getting the position, the power? And then maybe, let's see. So ego is a killer, actually. The yogi is forever trying to kill the ego. In fact, ego is there till the last moment. When I die, when I leave this body, it's still testing me. So the journey is to not give it that power. Always to use the small I, the humble I, not the capital I. When I'm in my ego state, I cannot give power. I cannot give respect. Because the ego is always saying, no, I have to get it first. It doesn't want to be flexible. Ego does not adjust. And ego is too serious. See, when I'm in that Swaman stage, then because I'm in my Swaman, I can be light and easy. I can be flexible, I can be funny. I can be a clown, and I'm okay with it because I respect what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But the ego says, no, you have to be serious. So ego doesn't like fun, ego doesn't like joy. And ego loves predictability. As soon as you have to change, as soon as there's something unpredictable that's happened, the ego hits the roof. Ego can't adjust. Ego is not flexible. Ego says my way or the highway. But if I'm respecting every moment, every scene of the drama is beautiful, it's perfect, and I'm really ebbing and flowing with it, then that's the way to keep my peace and calm. But if I'm stagnant or if I'm rigid, like the ego, then something will knock me down. In fact, if you look at the tree, in fact, I love trees and photos of trees. And if you look at the tree, there's a big part of it that is very steady and stable and cannot be moved. The roots are very much grounded. You try pushing the bark of a big tree and it won't. The trunk of a big tree, it won't move. But then it has that other part where it's flexible and it can sway with the wind, with the elements, with the nature. So too, there has to be a very strong part of us that is unshakable, which is, as I say, the core, the Swaman. And then there is a flexible part of us that's easygoing, light-hearted. And then I can adjust, to life's comings and goings. And it's not a big deal. I don't get upset. I don't say, no, why this didn't. In fact, today, if you look at the program, there have been so many changes for different important reasons. Somebody has to do that, and somebody is late for some other meeting, etc., whatever, legitimate reasons. But if we said, no, it has to only be like this, I can say that. But then who benefits? And we don't enjoy, we only get upset, we lose our inner peace, our sanity. So it doesn't work. When you're driving down one road, one alleyway, this tiny road, only enough space for one car. So you're driving down it, and then another car is coming in the opposite direction. Who's going to give way? Who's going to say, okay, I'll back off, I'll go back? That's the time to check the ego. When you're on the plane, First class to the left, economy to the right. Check the ego. How does it feel? See, our world is all set up to support the ego. And in that ego, we don't have time to respect anything that we think is lower than us. That's not how humanity was meant to live. Humanity is meant to love and respect everyone and everything, not just the elite. So all this kind of, specialness. You're special because you have a gold credit card. You're special because you travel first class. You're special because you shop in these expensive shops. It's all Ravan's world. It's a false illusion to make you think that you are somebody that you are not. So you may have all that, but inside, you'll be empty. What's the point? So really, ego and respect, they're kind of opposites. If I'm to respect the self, which is Swaman, that's the opposite of ego. Let go of the false image. That's the false image of myself. Create an authentic image of yourself. I am who I am, and I'm okay with that. I don't need to try and prove myself to be somebody else. Then there's calm, then there's inner peace, then there's contentment, then there's joy and happiness. But if every time you have to put on a mask, with these people, no, I have to be like that. I have to show I have some money. No, with these people, I have to show I'm a bit intelligent. No, just be who you are. In fact, when I give the meditation course, I ask people to see their different roles and labels. So from morning to night, you're playing so many different roles. So at home, you may be the father, husband, or a child of your parents. Then you go to work. Now suddenly you're the boss. Okay? You're leading all these people. You might be a friend of the chief minister. After work, you go and play sports. So you're a good golfer, tennis player. Then you come back home. And then you say, oh, I can now be myself. So what were you before then? We don't realize that with every change of scene, we are changing our hat. Now I'm this, now I'm this, now I'm this. So amidst all that, all the roles that we are playing, if we just focus on being the quality, just focus on one quality. So let's take the classic quality of peace. So then you say, I'm a peaceful husband. I'm a peaceful son. I'm a peaceful father. I'm a peaceful boss. I'm a peaceful golfer. I'm a peaceful homemaker. Then you're constant, you're steady, you're the same person. You see? And we feel joy in that, and there's no stress. That's the main point. I'm not stressed. I don't have to try and be somebody else. That's it. I am who I am. So isn't that the kind of life we want? Where I drop the masks and just be myself, be a certain quality. So we move on to resonate. So the dictionary definition, to relate harmoniously, to strike a chord, to be in tune actually. To resonate means to be in tune. Are you in tune with yourself and with those around you? Are you reading the situations correctly? Or are you totally tuned out and out of tune? Tuned out means I'm not here, I'm not present. Kind of, you've lost the plot. You don't know why you're here, you don't know what you're doing. So of course there's confusion. You know, when you see all the orchestra playing on the stage, each one is doing their thing. But together, the symphony, it sounds so wonderful. Another good example, because the body that I'm in is from Gujarat. And there's Ras, you know, they play the Ras. So again, there's a lot of movement, in, out, this, that. And yet, if everybody knows what they're doing, it looks so beautiful. So in the same way, this is the dance of life. And I just have to do what I need to do, and I just need to dance and play to the tune, to the rhythm of life. And that's when I enjoy it. It's like entertainment. And again, there's the inner calm, the inner peace. But if I'm out of tune, right, somebody's doing that, but no, I want to do my thing. I don't want to cooperate. I don't want to adjust. I don't want to accommodate. I don't want to accept. Then yes, you will find yourself in a fix because you're going against the current, but in a negative way. If it's for a positive reason, okay, but you're not going with the flow. So if you're not going with the flow and you're going against the flow, then of course you're going to get tired, confused. What to do now? Nobody understands me. So again, it's so important to, like I'm saying here, you know, there's messages. The world, the universe is giving you messages. Am I picking that up? Your body. What is the body telling you? Everybody has some ache or pain in their body. There's not a perfect body. So why? Where's the ache and pain coming from? What do I have to change? Pain is a messenger that comes to tell me that there's something I need to change. Right? If there's some pain in the body, then maybe I need to change my chair. Maybe I need to do exercise. If my eyes are straining, maybe I need to look far and then close, far and then close. So pain comes to tell me there is something I need to change. So what about emotional pain? What about mental pain? Mental frustration? That's coming to tell me there's something I need to change. Not I change you, not I change my country or my job or my relationship. No, don't start there first. First, try changing yourself. Then automatically everything around you will change. There's a very nice saying we have here, that when you change, the world changes. So it's not literally the world will change. The world is as it is. But because you've changed, now your vision has changed. So how you see things, how you perceive things, all this changes. So now, you know, you don't have the same expectations. And you're a nicer person, so now you're giving out niceness. And so, of course, niceness is coming back to you. That's the point. When I change, the world changes. So this is the kind of harmony. Actually, in Hindi, it's very nice. We say har mani, accept defeat. If you want to be in harmony, just accept defeat. Be humble, eat the humble pie, and say, okay, that's okay. Let me adjust. Let me be the one to adjust. And if you are the first one to adjust, you are the master. If you have to adjust because drama dictates, because the doctor dictates, because your money dictates, you don't have money, so you have to adjust, then these become your masters. But let me say, I'm going to change, I'm going to adjust, and then you have that power. You have that mastery over you. So isn't that better? Isn't it better I change rather than something forcing me to change? If your doctor says you only have 6 months to live, suddenly, overnight, right now, you start to change your life. Maybe you start being nice to everyone because you know you're taking that good karma with you. You start changing your habits. So shouldn't we live our every day as though it's our last day and give our best to life, give our best to the world? Then we're happy. When we go to sleep at night, we say, yeah, it was a good day. So we have to live in balance. See, everything around us is teaching us to be in balance. There's lots of cycles in our life. We get hungry, and then we eat. We eat even though we know we're going to get hungry again. Why? Why to eat when we're going to get hungry again? But no, we do it because we need the energy. Right? So you eat, use up the energy, eat again. Use up the energy, eat again. It's a cycle. You sleep and wake up. Sleep and wake up. The cycle of life and death. We live, we die. We all have to go home one day. That's another cycle. The water cycle, the animal cycle. Everything is a cycle. But it's a cycle so that everything can be in balance. Imagine if we didn't have the night. We would continue working, and then how could we replenish ourselves? The night comes so that we feel sleepy, so we sleep and rest the body. We rest the mind. But what if we didn't? What if we keep working till midnight, till 2 a.m., till 4 a.m.? We're going against the laws of nature. And so, of course, something will happen. If you defy the laws of nature, then nature cannot help you, cannot serve you. Creating harmony. Our role is to create harmony. In fact, as I was growing up, I really couldn't understand why people cannot live together in harmony. Why can't people live together in harmony? Why can't two people come to some understanding? Again, this one's got his or her opinion, this one's got his or her opinion, not willing to adjust. So many wars are fought in the name of religion, when religion is meant to show us the way forward. We all turn to religion for peace, for righteousness. But no, it just teaches us there is conflict, difference of opinion. So how are we going to create this harmony? Somebody has to give way. Somebody has to adjust. You know, when there's these situations like in Syria, we actually have many students from Syria living in Kuwait, and they've told me their stories. They've shown me the pictures of their homes before and after, and it's a very, very bad situation. But amidst all that pain and sorrow, there are some people who are saying, okay, you know what? I forgive you. Like, let's not make this worse. So somebody who might have killed your brother, sister, they say, okay, look, let's stop it here. So this takes power from inside. This power can only come when I'm at peace and calm with myself. Where is that power to forgive? Power to merge, power to forget. I have to generate it. Mindful. Resonance is about being mindful. Being mindful, in other words, at every moment. You know, watching my, as I was saying earlier, my every step, my every thought, my every breath. Eating with mindfulness, sleeping with mindfulness. Mindful means full attention, your full focus on that, being totally aware. How many things do we miss because we're on the phone? There's so much happening around us, but we're missing it because we're too busy in this world. So, aware and awake. Awake means have your eyes open, look around you, see what's happening. Aware with consciousness. Awake, the third eye is open. Now you start to see things with a third perspective, a third dimension. You might see that you're running late, but then with the third dimension, you say, no, there's a reason why I'm running late. You might have lost your job, but with the third perspective, you say, I know, there's a reason why I've lost my job. This is being aware and awake. Wake up to what's happening around you. There's a deeper reason to why everything is happening. And respond, the dictionary definition, to show favorable reaction. To respond to, to something happens, you show, should be a favorable, positive reaction. So are we responding to things or are we reacting to things? Are we responding with kindness, with niceness, with patience, with calm, or are we reacting with anger, ego? We both have a choice. In fact, between every stimulus and a response, right? Something happens, and my response to it, there is a moment to choose. There is always that one moment to choose. How am I going to behave? How am I going to respond? And that's in my hands. Right? There's these famous sayings that go around. So one of them is, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it. In this room, we could all respond differently to a situation like fire or an angry person coming in, or we would all respond differently. So we all have a choice. That's the important thing to realize, that we all have a choice to choose how to respond. And how we respond will determine how we create our karma. Right? The law of sow and effect. Sowing the seed and then reaping the effect. cause and effect. So how do we want to respond? The thing is that, you know what, we have to have oiled the brakes of our mind well so that we can brake in time. That's the point. If you have not done maintenance, then of course you want to brake, but the car just doesn't brake in time. And that's when we have regrets. We say, oh, I wish I hadn't said that. I wish I hadn't done that. In fact, I always say, look at all the cars everywhere in the world. They have to drive without touching each other. The moment they touch, there's an accident. So here too, we are all independent, yes, interdependent, but we all have to learn how to drive the mind without conflict with others. So take that moment. Meditation actually helps us to just pause. Take that moment, take that break, and ask the self, is this what I should be saying? Is this what I should be doing? And then you just, hold back. Or you say the right thing at the right time. So it's only in a state of calm that we are able to respond with love, with kindness, compassion, benevolence, humility. We have to first really calm the mind. If there's a lot of chatter going on, right? If there's a lot going on inside, how, where, from where I will respond or react? So first, calm the mind. Create a stage. So right now this stage is created. I happen to be sitting on the stage today. So whoever's on the stage is performing, and you are the audience and you are watching. So I have to create a very strong stage. This stage better be strong, otherwise whoever's acting on it is going to fall. So too in meditation we are creating a very strong, stable stage for ourselves, so that when I act, the performance is good. But if the stage, right, the state of mind is not firm, it's not solid, it's not strong, then yes, even though I want to be good, but I won't be able to. I want to be a good person, perform as a good person, but can't. What are we going to do? We have to make time for this, really. I know you all have such busy lives, but we have to make time for this. So we are human beings, not human doings. Right? We're all doing all the time. In fact, we are vibrational beings. We're vibrating all the time. We are giving with our vibration all the time. In fact, there's a story. So in fact, let's finish with the story because my time is up. So, one Arab brother told me, but it can be applicable anywhere. So this one Arab brother is trying to get his friend to go out with him and have a cup of tea and just chat and have a good time. So he keeps phoning his friend and saying, let's go out. And his friend keeps saying, no, I'm busy, I have to do this, I'm busy, I have to do that. One day this friend gets really irritated. He said, I'm coming to you right now and I'm going to take you out. You be ready. So he thought, okay, fine, let's do it. So this Arab friend went to his place, got him in the car. He said, I'm going to take you to somewhere special. You know where he took him? to the cemetery, to the graveyard, to the cemetery. He said, you see all these people? They never finish their business. He said, you'll never finish your business. So make time to do the things you want to do before you get to your grave. So this is my request to you, to make time for self. I am important. Each one is important. And you have to make sure that you are full so that then you can give to others. If your cup is half full, what will you give? Only that much. But if you make time to fill yourself, then whoever comes to you, you can attend to them with your calmness, because you have a well of peace. You're willing to give, not want in that moment. You can respond by giving with abundance. You know, many people ask us, like, why do you do these things for free? When you have a lot of something, you can give freely. If you have an apple tree and you've taken apples as much as you can eat, you're willing to give the rest of the apples away. So when you have an abundance of something, you're willing to give it away. So here too, just fill yourself. In meditation, we fill ourselves. And then we're easily able to give. Okay? So I'd like to end in a few moments of meditation. This is my blog, if anybody would like to follow the blog, and there's lots of articles. If you want to email me, that's the email address. So maybe now we can have the other slide, and let's do a few moments of meditation. So I'd like you to just sit and relax, and try not to hold anything in your hand. So first and foremost, lights. So first and foremost, I remind myself that I am a peaceful being. So I'd like you to feel that the whole of your being is being filled with peace. And right now I'd like you to feel the separation between I and mine. There is only one I, but many minds. The being of peace, and this is my body. And there is a separation. I am the one that thinks, that feels, and the body simply executes. like you all to sit here as kings, kings over your kingdoms, the kingdom of the senses. I'm the master of every sense. I will choose what to see, how to see it, what to hear, and how to listen, what to taste, what to touch, what to smell. I will filter all this information before letting it enter my operating system. So right now, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head, I'd like you to fill your body with just light, pure, peaceful light. Let every cell, every atom of your body resonate with that peace, that light, that joy. And then I can respect, resonate, and respond with kindness. Just take a moment now to experience the stillness and calm and silence that we have created together. And just bathe in this vibration. Thank you. Om Shanti. Om means I am, and Shanti means at peace.